What if you took a 2-in-1, gave it 128 gigs of RAM, a 180 Hz refresh rate display, carbon fiber, and the AMD Ryzen AI Max 395 Plus? Well, you'd get this, the ROG Flow Z13 KJP, the Kojima and ASUS ROG Special Edition ROG Flow. And this thing is kind of mental. Now, I took this 2-in-1 with me across Taiwan to celebrate Computex and ROG's 20th anniversary with ASUS, and I have some thoughts. So sit back and enjoy.
Bro's suitcase is empty. Bro forgot to pack. Bro was playing Counter-Strike 10 minutes before leaving.
Oh, wait, that's actually pretty good.
So good.
It's getting better,
Welcome to Taipei.
We gonna try?
How's it going?
No, that's because you got the front row seat.
I know.
That was awful.
That was terrible. Yo guys,
What's up?
welcome to the vlog. We love ASUS, we love ROG.
ASUS. You said it's the best brand ever.
Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Last month we made 2 cents on YouTube.
Yay!
You're not in the streets. I'm cutting niggas off at the knees. They ain't no standing on business with me.
Taryn wearing shorts, nice.
I feel great too, actually, in these shorts. No one else
Would wear shorts and
saving them for tomorrow.
That's ridiculous.
ridiculous. Can't believe I'm with these bozos.
Do this.
What?
7-Eleven.
Let's go. I feel like we've been waiting for this moment.
The randomness is very appealing. It smells like an ice cap, and it tastes like an ice. It's actually really good.
Okay, good. Yeah. I remember it being pretty good. Feels like home.
Teach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need me, baby. I'm so green, you gotta teach me, baby.
The thing is, like, this mall is kind of crazy.
I know.
Like, it kind of reminds me of like Vegas.
It's like a better version of the Eaton Center.
Yeah.
Eaton Center like tried to be, but also things here are so expensive. I went to check like belts and stuff. Like in Ralph Lauren, like you get a belt for like 80 bucks in Canada. Over here, it's 270 bucks.
Bro. Here's the problem. I want to give like a room tour, but I genuinely have no idea how to turn on the lights. Like there is no, like there's a light switch for the bathroom. Whoa, the bathroom is sick though. Okay, hold on, we cooking. So this is the bathroom. Nice little sink, nice. Hot and cold water, little cups there. Apparently you're not really supposed to drink this water, but I did last year and I was fine. So maybe a scale, nice garbage bin. We got a whole shower, and then inside of the shower is the bath. I've never seen it done like that before. You literally have to step into the shower to get into the bath. And yeah, take a shower. It saves more than a bath. Boom. That is, oh, my voice just cracked. It's 2:45. And we just got checked into the hotel. Thankfully, they let us check in like a couple minutes earlier. But we have landed here at like 6 in the morning. So we've been just having to like walk around and kill time. And it's like, I just want to shower. I just want to chill, man. Anyways, for some reason, is that real? Why would they just put like an apple in the room? Anyways, I'll give a room tour, but I just want to show this. This is a box here. I'm here with ASUS. It's the 20th anniversary of ROG, which is actually insane. Yeah, little, for those who dare box. Yo, what? Wait, that's sick. It's kind of like this holographic, like reflective thing. 20th anniversary pin. Nice. This is sick. God, is there any lights in here? Holy. Okay, well, I don't know how to use the lights, but it's so sick. It's an ROG film camera. It's like this kind of like glass plaque that's like covering a booklet. These are cool. I like when ASUS does these. They're like the little Omni figures. Sheesh, they got like the ROG Labubu. It's a flag. Oh, probably should not open this right now. Okay. Well, I'm moving. For those that don't know. If this is sick, maybe we hang it up. I don't know. That is sick. It smells like vinegar though. ASUS, why does your flag smell like vinegar? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I smell like shit. Wait, what? Wait, what is this? This looks like an ROG Ally box. What in the world? Oh, whoa. Okay, this is actually way cooler than an ROG. Well, I like the Ally. I love your products, ASUS, but like this is actually cooler. That's actually really nice. Thank you. It's like a whole little mini, I think it's a tea set. Someone educate me what this is. Man, I could be wrong. Is it a tea set? I think it is a tea set. The box was shaped exactly like an Ally, which is why I thought it was an Ally. I was like, damn, did they do like a matcha green ROG Xbox Ally or something? Now, I should mention that the reason that I wanted to take the Z13 with me is because I used the Z13 last year, and it's hands down my favorite product that ASUS makes. The idea that I could have a 2-in-1 be my work computer, whether that's with using DaVinci Resolve as my video editor, Adobe Lightroom to edit my photos, or use it as my admin device when I respond to emails, having what is essentially a beefed up tablet is kind of sweet. Like, not only could I do work on this device, real work, but I could use it as a content consumption machine, which is perfect for the airplane or a train. But I could also use it to play real, brand new AAA titles. I mean, when have you ever seen a tablet play Arc Raiders at over 60 frames per second while unplugged? I am getting ahead of myself because technically you would get much more performance out of the Flow when you actually use its 200-watt power adapter, but you can listen to me complain about that a little bit later in this video. Though the thing is, this device is special. It's not a conventional laptop, and I like that. Because it has 128 gigs of RAM, I could also allocate 64 to the GPU and keep 64 gigs of RAM for my CPU, meaning that so long as I don't plan to run the games I'm playing completely maxed out with ray tracing, I could technically handle just about everything in my Steam library. Even for Counter-Strike, which is a competitive shooter that I play a lot, where frame rate really matters, it gave me a really solid experience on the Flow. But I'll talk more about this device shortly. For now, just listen to our ASUS rep Hannah scare the hell out of Taryn as she's talking about the mosquitoes that he might encounter in Taiwan.
Are you sure?
Follow the fish.
Okay. Follow the fish.
You can tell that fish has been used a lot of times. He's like tired a bit.
It's bad, guys. They stay on your skin for like a couple days. It's
What? Are these like ticks?
Thanks for you. The mosquito bite you, you will feel so.
Yeah.
It's really painful.
That's why you don't wear shorts, bro.
Oh, good luck with those.
That's why I would never wear
I even
shorts.
packed one for that for the hike too.
We've been having a conversation since we got here whether shorts are appropriate for like trips or not.
Sure.
Like, should men be wearing shorts or not? But I said, so the caveat is the people who can wear it are like people that are like jacked. So you fit the bill.
Thank you.
You okay?
I knew.
Pass? But like John and Taryn, I don't know.
John.
Yeah, he's got some quads there.
It's like, touched me up. Now, on the train, I decided to use the Z13 to try out Forza Horizon, and this really shows off what's special about this quote-unquote tablet. Like, I am playing unplugged, I'm getting over 60 frames per second, and I'm doing that silently. Again, this is an APU, so there's no dedicated graphics card inside of this thing. And what's nice about that is that because this is the 128 gig KJP model, I can actually allocate 64 gigs to the GPU and keep 64 as RAM, which is insane for games. But I'm more so surprised about like the sheer power this has when it's actually away from a charger. I found it no problem at all to actually play these AAA games. Granted, I was just doing the tutorial races in Forza Horizon 7 because it was my first time opening the game. But I even tried out Subnautica 2, which didn't work out too well because I didn't have the space to actually use a mouse, even if I wanted to. Though what I like about this form factor is that if I wanted to play a game like Balatro, for example, I could do it with just the touchscreen, which is sweet, and it definitely helped pass time on this 2-hour train ride, which felt like an eternity.
Next stop is 40 minutes if you want to use the restroom.
Goodness, I wouldn't mind another coffee.
Oh yeah, we're based in Hualien right now with John. John, what's your thoughts?
So this is our tour guide, David, holding the map. He's basically just explaining where we're going. Basically, we had no idea what we were actually doing or where we were headed. We landed here in Taipei at 6 in the morning, couldn't check in until 3 p.m., and then we hopped directly on a bus heading to Hualien, Taiwan's east coast to check out Taroko National Park. And I'm not gonna lie, this place was insane.
Holy.
Manish on the beach, shebang. All of my ops say dead. Why do they gas me up? Where does it go? My head. How much I got? A lot.
I'm just over the water.
Leave again, I won't.
Oh
Making a try to
yeah.
do like Bryson, pussy ass nigga.
Oh my god.
Can I forgive? I can't. What do I need?
my
some
god, there's
head.
a cat in there.
Shorty keep asking the day.
Hello, cat.
The knock pointer is this side, it's not this side, okay? Everyone can use a chopstick. I salute
John,
you.
you can use you can use chopsticks?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, I thought you didn't.
Why?
I
Why would
don't
you?
know.
Why would you assume John?
Here's your fork, John, by the way.
Oh yeah. I did.
He's taking his anger out. He got angry by the chopstick.
This rice is like really in there.
Look how you're using your
No,
bro.
brother.
Like,
Brother, try to use your chopsticks on that.
yeah, pretty hard, pretty hard. I'll give you that.
Is that a flying fish?
No, bro, the flying fish is small. That one can fly, bro. That one is too thick.
Baby, what you wishing for? Maybe you should wish it more. Maybe the world is yours. Maybe when it rains, it pours. I don't know how to wish anymore. I don't know how to wish anymore.
Okay, we're in this other hotel now. How do I turn the TV off? Okay, where's the remote? I saw a spider that was like this big, I'm not even exaggerating, and that shit was like outside the room. Oh, fuck that, man. That is terrifying. I'm not even kidding, like that is actually like, ugh. Nothing could have prepared me for these gigantic spiders, dude. I did not know that these things existed. That's not an exaggeration, these things are huge. Oh my god. Yo, what the actual fuck? It's funny, is like I wish I was kidding, but I'm like kind of low-key frantically checking the furniture because I don't mind spiders. Like I'm not like arachnophobic, but like when the spider is like this big, something is fucking wrong. So I've been using the Z13 Flow. I haven't talked about it at all in this video. I know this is kind of the point, okay? But hear me out. Last year I reviewed the regular Flow Z13. And I actually really like this laptop or like tablet because it did a lot more than what I'm normally used to. Thing is, when I go on trips, I always take a MacBook. I decided not to do that this time and like force myself to use Windows and force myself to use other things because I feel like I've just been getting like really comfortable with where I am using Windows and an iPhone, and I kind of just wanted to like feel how it used to be for me. You know, I miss using devices like this. But because this is a 2-in-1, I've actually found this to be way more useful traveling than if I were to have just brought my MacBook. Because this is not only me being able to use this as a tablet now, but I can also use it as a laptop. It's powerful enough to play games, and it's actually been really fun to use. I will say, like, the thing that does suck, inherently when you have like a 2-in-1 design, you kind of do lose out on what makes a laptop versatile, because like, yeah, you can use this in multiple ways, but it's not gonna be like the most comfortable because it can't obviously just sit upright on itself. You need to be able to, you know, have it rested back on this kickstand. That just isn't going to work in a lot of cases. Like on a bed, it's not a big deal, but when you're using it on like a train or an airplane, sometimes you just don't have that space, and that's what I learned with using this, and it is just something to look out for because yeah, it is definitely not as nice as just having your laptop be a hinge. I don't know, I just think like the form factor is kind of nice. Like, yeah, it pretty much weighs the same as a laptop. You know, it's not like you're actually really gaining on portability. It's pretty thick. It has a detachable keyboard, which is another thing to carry around. But I think the benefit from the form factor outweighs like all of the physical things. And the fact that you can actually just use this unplugged. Nice little morning coffee. Man, this place is so insane. Like, I just look around and I'm literally surrounded by mountains. It's actually nice right now. It's pretty cool for it being like 25 degrees Celsius. Actually feels like a little bit chilly just because of where we are, but it's so beautiful. I'm just going for like a little walk. It's like 5:38 in the morning. Breakfast obviously isn't ready. Everyone's still kind of sleeping. I just want to see if there's like anything around, but I also know that like nothing is going to be open, and the extent of this area is about this big. Holy. Yeah, that's crazy, man. So it says that there's like some stores, there's a church, but it does not say there's a 7-Eleven. So I think we're kind of cooked. Waking up in the morning and just being surrounded by mountains, it's actually crazy.
As we go on, we
I feel like am I getting foggy?
Yes, yeah.
Like
That's what keeps happening to me too, sir.
You know what's funny is like I haven't even been able to really sit down and like actually use, let alone talk about the Z13. And it kind of honestly sucks a bit because I thought I'd have more time to mess around with this thing on this trip, but it's just been so busy and packed and we've been doing so many random things and excursions, but like there's definitely a couple things that I want to talk about that I've picked up on it since now it's been like my daily driver. So there's like the good and the bad, I guess you could say, where like this actually has a lot of benefits over just like a typical laptop. And it's so funny because like I'm the kind of person that really enjoys like weird things. Like I like when, you know, a phone is a foldable or a laptop is a 2-in-1 because I think it does like so much. Like I used to really want a Microsoft Surface when I was younger, and this is essentially like a Microsoft Surface on steroids. That's what I called it when I did my original review. It's also like this is the most like gaudy kind of like out there version of it. You have like a carbon fiber plate, you have this like bronze like or gold kind of looking aluminum aluminum. Why did I say aluminium? Like the actual way. And then it just like the whole design language is kind of like bespoke and like very interesting. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just get more enjoyment using something that is kind of like unconventional because everything just kind of follows this like trend now of being like very efficient or like perfect for what it's trying to become. Whereas I feel like this is like, they just put a lot in here and they're like, here's a tablet essentially with 128 gigs of RAM and a really fast APU. Go crazy and figure out what it could be used for. And I love stuff like that. I think something that gets like very heavily overlooked though when it comes to the Z13 is the battery life. Because like you have to remember too, it's kind of crazy that like this is the entire laptop, right? Like you don't get to hide stuff under the keyboard. In fact, like the keyboard takes power from these pogo pins. So like the battery has to be good. It's powering a display, a really fast chip. I do have one gripe, I guess, with the Z13. Yes, the form factor is really nice. I think they kind of like bunged up on the charging. So, okay, this is something that you guys have to understand about PCs. There is a really big problem with using USB-C as a power delivery method, and it's why most PD is up to like 120 watts. Because realistically, when you're throwing a lot of power at it, there's so much energy loss that comes from it, where you're just creating heat and you're not getting any real output. So in terms of efficiency, it's a complete waste. It's why a lot of these Windows laptops and devices will use like a proprietary power connector. This is 200 watts. The problem is that like, not only are you carrying the Z13, but you have to carry this along. But this is a lot on top of, you know, having to take a laptop. Like this is just extra stuff that I feel like isn't necessary, but it's also not necessarily something that could be like easily fixed unless this was ARM, which would defeat kind of like the whole purpose of what this is, which is the AI Max 385 Plus or 395 Plus. But I wanted to put that out there because it does have two USB-C or two USB 4 ports, which are USB-C, and they are 40 gigabit ports. You can actually use them for power delivery up to 120 watts, but you won't get the full performance out of this. That being said, I don't think that's a big deal because you won't really need the full performance out of this. The difference isn't going to be insane. You can still play this and like get really solid numbers out of AAA titles while this is unplugged. So it's not like it's the end of the world or that it's going to be like a big deal. One thing I do think is kind of silly with the Z13 though is like where the actual ports are placed, because it doesn't really make sense. Maybe it makes sense for like the position of the components because they have to be close to the motherboard. You kind of just have like all these cables dangling out when you're actually using it sitting at like a table, and it doesn't look as clean as it can be, which is a little bit of a miss in my opinion.
Probably the most like densely packed tech place in Taiwan. So it's just floors and floors of just tech stuff. Yeah, and it's much bigger than that.
Guys, I think Canada Computers needs some.
Yeah, or I think you can use the yo-yo car.
I think Red uses credit card. No, we could do two and then two.
Okay. Okay. So what do you guys want?
Well, what do you want? And then we'll get.
I don't want anything.
Oh.
大家都要珍珠奶茶吗?
Sorry?
yes.
大家都要珍珠奶茶吗? Do you all want bubble milk tea?
Yes.
Yes. Bruce tweaking.
Xiao.
So xiao is small, long is the dragon, and bao is
Small
the
dragon.
Bun. Small dragon bun. See long. Look at the character. It looks like the face of a dragon. You see the side is like with the tail? Yeah. It's like a dragon tail.
Yeah, you're cooking. I'm gonna LARP as a gamer.
ROG Rumoa.
Yeah, ROG Rumoa before GTA 6. Got the TSA lock. Plastic. Nice.
Let's hear it! Let's hear it! Is that all you got? This is the revolution. As we proceed. Yeah. I made a promise to my mama that I'll bless her with some grandkids. She spoil them. But till then, I'm getting dollars. I'm just doing what I gotta. Can a man live? And it's all day. I'm a god, get a whole squad a job, get them all paid.
That's what you were doing. I'm trying to do what you were doing.
Yeah.
I'm worse than that guy I was making fun of.
You did it in like one go. You didn't even like stop. That's what I'm trying to do.
What's happening? I don't understand. Copy text, baby. Yeah.
You put the whole in honest, baby. And I may be a little arrogant, I'm aware of it, I know. I got a problem, I'ma take care of it. Weight I'm carrying, gotta let it go. Made a promise.
I feel like I'm back in Taiwan. I'm gonna get brutalized by mosquitoes if I'm out here. Okay, now I'm just jumping in because I realized I might be missing some footage. That's a lie. I know that I'm missing some footage because I accidentally deleted some of it because I thought I'd already backed it up to the laptop, to the Z13. Or my SSD. I don't know which one. So I'm pretty much missing the entire end of that day, which is really annoying. Anyways, this is the last day before we left, and we actually got to the ASUS HQ, and we got to see their design lab. So apparently this is the first time that this has ever actually been open to the public, which is kind of crazy. Now, I've been to the ASUS headquarters before, but I haven't seen this lab, and there's some really cool demos that they were doing with some like AI stuff and image generation and whatnot. But they also had some of their 20th anniversary devices on display, which look insane. This like color scheme, I'm not like a big fan of black and gold. I actually think it's like really gaudy and kind of ugly, but ASUS with these products, it actually looks nuts. You know, I would kill for that 5090. It looks beautiful, but unfortunately I didn't get hands-on with or actually see the Ally X20 here, and I didn't get to play with it at all on this trip. I would have loved to. I think the Ally X20 is what I've been asking for forever from ASUS. Just give the Ally a bigger screen, make it OLED, and you basically have, in my opinion, the best handheld. I am curious to know how expensive that's actually going to make it, but it is 2026. So it's not like we're really holding out for much hope anyway. I told Red and Hannah right away that like, I need this thing for content. I hope we can get our hands on it, but who knows? But this was still such a good time being here at this design lab, and it was really fun seeing what ASUS is actually doing. There's even prototypes here, like this small monitor for your display for like monitoring Twitch chat and stuff. Now that I think about it, am I even allowed to show this? Anyways though, I know you clicked on the video to hear more about this thing, and yeah, I love it. I have actually been using it a lot even since I've come back. Thing is, on the trip, I didn't get to use it as much as I would have liked, which is why I didn't really jump in and add a whole lot of commentary. And I know that if you're here, you've probably seen the video that I did on the Flow Z13. It's one of my most popular videos, and it's such a good device. Basically, the Kojima edition is the Z13. It just has the maximum RAM spec that you could get on the Z13. And of course, it has a bunch of different like Easter eggs. And then it just shows some like cool graphics on the inside there. When the Flow came out, I vouched for how interesting and unique this device was. Truth is, this is a limited edition. This is also pretty expensive, and it might also be sold out because it is super limited. I think that this collaboration is insane, and I love when ASUS does collaborations with other companies, or you know, like game studios or anime studios. It just shows the fan service of making like actually unique pieces that completely change the product. But in terms of how this thing feels to use on a daily basis, there isn't really much that's a secret. I mean, you get around 8 hours of battery, which by no means is amazing, but for how powerful this little chip here is inside of this thing, it's kind of crazy. I feel like I say it's kind of crazy, or that's insane, or mental a lot, but like, my brain really can't wrap its head around what this thing is doing. I'm kind of thinking about using the regular Z13 as my main device for a while, but I'm also very interested in talking more about the G16 that I've been using, because I may or may not be leaving the MacBook behind soon. But anyways, if you want to hear more about what the Z13 actually is and what it's like to actually use, because I feel like maybe this video didn't convey it that well, I'll drop a link in the video's description below where you can check out my full review where I actually do a deep dive on this thing, and it's not some chaotic, crazy vlog that you could barely comprehend what's going on. Anyways though, thank you guys for watching this one. If you made it all the way through, a like and a sub to the channel goes a really long way. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. And don't forget to leave a turtle emoji in the comments below so I know who the real ones are. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.